Do a walk around in this 1928 Model A rumble seat roadster. As you can see, the paint on your fenders are cracked. It's original paint. You can tell original paint on a Model A because the way Model A's were painted, the fenders were attached to the frame and then they were dipped into a big vat of black paint. So the paint on the fenders is really thick and it cracks up like that. So said this 28 roadster has a one side mount. It does have door handles. Original 28 did not have door handles. The 29 did. Someone added the door handles. The engine, good running engine. It does have an alternator on it. That way you can drive without any problems. I do have a master power switch off on it too. Across, the motor is a 1931. So the motor is not original to the car. It's a newer motor, which is kind of good if you're going to drive it. So the top has a great fading, has a great patina you just couldn't fake. It does have a trunk on the rear. Has the one tail light. One reason the Roadsters only had one tail light was because it gave you access to the rumble seat. If you had a second tail light, it was in the road of the rumble seat. Inside, pretty much all stock. That chain will do the explosion whistle. Windshield does come out. Gas tank's gravity fed. There is crack in the windshield. Windshields aren't very expensive for this. They're flat glass. The reason I haven't replaced it is because of the stickers. I didn't really want to. Last time I checked, it's been a couple years ago, the windshield was like $54. Any glass company can cut a flat glass for you. It does have an aftermarket heater. It does have fairly new plugs, cap, rotor, wires, that sort of thing. It does have a fairly new carburetor. It does have an air cleaner on it, which isn't stock. I said the nice thing about this is you can take it out, have a good time with it, and not have to worry about it being scratched. Model A's are notorious for scratching themselves every time you open the hood or close the hood. You can have people get in and out of the rumble seat without having to worry about scratching it. You can take it out and have a good time with it, not have to worry about washing it. It's just a really fun car to drive around, have a good time with. I'll shoot some more video of it driving here in a minute. Okay, now we'll get in and go for a ride. Starts like any Model A Ford. Turn on the fuel. Retard the timing all the way up. Bring the throttle down till you see the pedal move a little bit. Turn the key on. When you twist it, it pops out. Push the clutch in. Here's your choke, Richner. Pull the choke. Once it starts, advance the timing. Put it in gear. Let it brake. We're ready to go. We're going across the grass field right now, so it's kind of rough. Up here, the curb's kind of a big bump here. Double clutch in a second. Third. Up to the stop sign. First are not synchronized in this car, so you do have to double clutch it and pop it in. You have a windshield wiper. You have the Spartan horn. Hi to the neighbor. I'm going to turn here and take it out on the highway. That's bent the torque, so you can start out in second gear. 50 mile an hour with my hands off the steering wheel, and I pick it up to about 55. The car has so much torque, so you really don't have to shift very often. If it's idle, you can retard the timing. Thing will sit there and idle, and if you notice, since it does have an alternator on it, it is charging. If it had the generator, it would not be charging right now. That basically opens up one cylinder into a whistle. And it is charging even at this really low idle. Got a little leak out of the water pump there. That's pretty standard. Hadn't been driven for a while. That's just sealed by packing grease, so probably needs repacked, or it may quit once it runs for a little while. Here's where you can hear that great Model A sound. This is the camera I recorded the drive-in with. We'll see how that comes out. There's the whistle. I think earlier I forgot to mention I do have hidden turn signals on it. So if you drive it at night, I don't really use them in the day, but I do have them on there for night. And if you can see, they're hidden. You don't really see them unless you really look for them. Switch is down here. There it is. Simply goes off. Normally you don't have to do with this. I forgot I had the rear window open. Kind of got it. A little rubber piece at the end of the fit piece. Open the rumble seat. Now you have top-down rumble seat roadster. Tell the thing's been sitting there idling for this whole time. To turn it off, you simply push the key back in.